Let's do this! Woohoo! Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys some of my top hacks, tricks, and the things I do to stay positive. I haven't been the most positive person myself in the past, but since I incorporated few habits and I eliminated few energy-sucking things from my life, I am a lot more positive and happy and joyful person. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I have to mention is gratitude. I was quite surprised, let's say, that gratitude has such a huge impact on your positivity and on your life in general, so I definitely wanted to try it, as I never thought of myself as an ungrateful person. But to be honest, it's not enough to think that you're not ungrateful. It's just so not going to make any difference in your life. Thoughts are great and all, but they're not going to make a difference in your life. So you need to put those thoughts into actions, which in gratitude means that you are putting the things you're grateful for on a piece of paper. Gratitude has been so life-changing for me. I noticed these little things like, oh, that tree is so pretty and I'm so grateful to be living in London and what a wonderful weather it is today. But feeling it deeply, not just on a surface level. Even when I'm waking up in the morning, I'm like, my bed is so comfortable, you know? Practicing gratitude makes you feel grateful on a very deep level, and it transforms the way you think and what you see in the world. You begin to see all the positives and all the good things in life and everything that you have, instead of focusing on the lack and all the bad things around you. I am using a tool to practice gratitude, and it's called the 5-minute journal. It basically has got a morning entry and evening entry. For the morning entry, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for, then 3 things that are going to make today great, and then daily affirmations. And for the evening entry, I write down 3 things that made today great and what I could have done to make today better. I absolutely love this journal because I love to actually have a tool to support me. I like to have a structure of what am I going to write down. But for gratitude practice, you definitely do not need anything special. You don't need any tools. You only need your willingness to write it down and a piece of paper and a pen, obviously. So I definitely encourage you to start writing your gratitude lists. It's truly life-changing. Next up is meditation. Meditation has been such a great habit that I incorporated into my life. I practice meditation 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes before I go to bed. So having those 10 minutes in the morning is definitely kind of setting the intention for the day, and it's making me feel good and relaxed and calm, and I know that my day is going to be pretty much zen. It takes practice, but I feel like with time you can really see the progress on yourself. You should definitely not put too much pressure on yourself when you're doing your first few sessions, because your mind is definitely not used to, and it's not trained to be still. Your mind is used to having thoughts coming through all the time, and they're just popping up, one is there and another one just interferes and then another one. It's all crazy in your mind. Meditation is basically an exercise for your mind. So as you have to train your body to become stronger, the same applies for your mind. So yeah, meditation is definitely a great practice if you want to be more calm and positive and happy in your life. Okay, the next one will be self-awareness. Self-awareness is, to me, something that everyone should focus their energy on. Self-awareness is something I acquired from meditation. When you're being self-aware, you know yourself on a deeper level. You know who you are, what you represent, what your values are, and you're able to call yourself out in situations. In other words, it's taking responsibility for your life and actions. You'll stop putting blame on other people and situations and world, and you'll stop coming from a place of ego, but you'll come from a place of responsibility and awareness. It's definitely not something easy, but it's achievable, and it's something very necessary for you to do if you want to be more positive in your life. Because once you're self-aware and once you take responsibility for your life, you stop being as reactive to everything around you. This is going to make you a better person to yourself, towards others, and it's going to definitely make you happier and more positive in your life. Next one is surround yourself with positive people. As the experts say, you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you spend a lot of your time with people that are very negative and that are complaining a lot and that are bringing you down in any way, you are not going to be having positive experiences in your life with these people, and you will not get too far on your positivity journey. So step aside from your situation and look around your circle of people. So if you want to have a more positive life, you need to be surrounding yourself with people that are going to be lifting you up and not bringing you down, and that are going to be supportive and fun. It's great as well if you're having friends that are in certain areas in life, like level up from you, so you can actually look up to them and you can learn from them, and you can basically just grow into a better, smarter, and more experienced human being. So yeah, just find the friends that are going to make you feel good. Next one is one of my favorites, and it's sleep. Sleep is extremely underrated, but it's so important if you want to have a positive life. I feel like we've all been there. If you are exhausted from having no sleep during the night, you're definitely not gonna be happy during the day. You're gonna be very grumpy, upset about everything, complaining, and the only thing you will want to do is go back to bed and sleep. You will definitely not be productive. It will just be a meh kind of day, like not good at all. So at least 7 hours of sleep every night and you're good to go. Next up is exercise. Honestly, just 4 months ago, I was the biggest couch potato in the world. And I was always kind of finding excuses why not to do it. But when I ended up being in lockdown, I knew it's going to be quite difficult on my mental health. So long story short, I started exercising, and it had such a great impact on my mental health. Of course, I feel a lot better physically as well. Anyways, I feel a lot better, a lot more positive. I started running, which for me, anyone who knows me knows that I am just not a runner. I didn't think I'm good at it. That's why I didn't like it. I thought it's a lot of effort. I thought it's kind of like, you know, from school, teachers are kind of forcing you to run and you're just like, no, I don't want to. But you know what? I really love it. It makes me feel so present, and I can't really focus on anything else. I can't do any overthinking because I just have to focus on the breath and where I'm going, and there is like no room for any crazy thoughts, and I absolutely love it. Like, the endorphins are real. And my mental health is thriving after I do an exercise or if I do a run. I'm like this very positive and happy person, and I'm like, woo, who is that? Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely am not always motivated. I'm still a human, so I wake up and I'm like, maybe I don't have to go for a run, or I don't really feel like working out. I just push through. Like, I am not giving in to those lazy thoughts anymore. I know I'm going to feel great during and as well after I do it. So yeah, I definitely recommend exercising if you want to be more positive and happy. Another one is healthy diet. During this lockdown, I was like, I need to start taking care of my body properly. So I changed my diet as well, and I'm definitely not doing any like crazy diets, restrictions, or anything. I'm absolutely not about counting calories. I think it's extremely unhealthy. I think your body is actually suffering if you're not giving it enough energy. I love my body too much to punish it for anything. I don't think having no fat on my body is going to make me happier, so I don't do that. But what I started doing is, first of all, eating more plant-based, replacing meat with like grains and beans and vegetables. It's had such a great impact on my mental health, and I had no idea how eating more green is going to make me feel better mentally. So yeah, I'm not counting calories, but what I am counting is the amount of nutrients I put on my plate. So I definitely encourage you to play with a more healthy diet. Next one is a growth mindset. I am coming from a background of a completely fixed mindset, to be honest. I saw it at school, in my society, in my family. So that's exactly who I became. Yeah, I was basically being very limited by my own limitations. So yeah, I didn't think that I can get past a certain level of knowledge at school. I thought that I was not born too smart, and no matter how much I study, I will just not get smarter. Or I didn't think that I can get better at sports, or, you know, even for running. I thought like, well, I was not born with a talent to be a good runner, so I am never gonna be a good runner. Whatever I was kind of thinking of, I thought, well, I am not good enough for it. And that was really limiting me, and that was not making me happy at all. So yeah, it took me a lot of time to transform my brain and mindset from fixed to growth. And definitely I'm still working on it. I'm not a master at it whatsoever, but I'm definitely believing in myself a lot more, and I understand that and whatever I want to achieve one day, I can achieve it if I put the work into it and if I believe in myself. Believing that something is possible is the first step towards success. A great book on changing your mindset is a new book from Jim Quick called Limitless. I absolutely loved reading this book. It's got great tools for your brain transformation to becoming limitless. I would recommend you reading the book and putting the things in the book in action, because you know, you don't want your self-help book to become a shelf-help book. If you don't put the information in the book into action, you can't really expect anything to change in your life, right? It's not a magic book, so you still have to do the work. Another one is don't take things personal. I wish someone was telling me from a young age, don't take everything personal. I was taking everything personal if someone was not feeling good or was in a bad mood around me, and it had nothing to do with me, but I sort of put it on myself and I took it personally, and I thought they're in a bad mood because I'm around and I did something. But anyways, you know, you live, you learn. I learned the hard way. I am definitely not a master at it, and I still sometimes catch myself feeling a little bit down when someone around me is not having a great time or is not having a good day, and I am trying to fix it. Again, here comes the self-awareness. You are not responsible for their happiness. Whatever, you can't please everyone. You can't make everyone happy. Not everyone is going to love you. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone is going to be happy to be around you, because we are all different and we all prefer different personality types around us. So some people will find you intimidating. Maybe you are too negative, or maybe you are too happy, too positive, and that's just too triggering for them. As long as you know that you are responsible for only your part of the relationship, friendship, whatever, and you don't take anything personal and you take ownership of when you make a mistake, it's going to make your life so much lighter and so much more positive if you're not going to take every little thing personally. Next one is letting go of past traumas. Letting go is definitely not an easy practice, and it requires you to have a certain level of self-awareness and a certain level of a growth mindset. Every time I decide to practice this technique, I just focus on my emotions and I just allow them to be there. I sit with it. I sit with the anger, sadness, disappointment, whatever I'm currently feeling. I'm not suppressing it. I'm not holding on to it. I'm just allowing it to be there. And as any other emotion, it at some point runs out of its course and then it disappears. Some of the past traumas are a little bit harder to get over, so you might need to do more than one session with them. What brought me to the whole letting go concept is a book called Letting Go by Dr. David R. Hawkins, and this book is absolutely amazing. I read it first time like a year ago and I was speechless. At that time I wasn't entirely in the best place when it comes to my mind, and I did not understand it as much as I do these days. And I read it again a few months ago and I was able to let go of a lot of anger and grudges that I was holding and a lot of negative feelings. I could not recommend this book more. It's not easy read, but it's definitely written in a way that if you open your mind to the information that this book is giving you, you are going to improve your life so much and you're gonna get a lot more positive and a lot more happy. Next one is treat yourself. To me, treating yourself, being kind to yourself, and self-awareness kind of go hand in hand. From my personal experience, if I'm not being loving towards myself and kind to myself, and if I'm not able to treat myself and I feel guilty if I actually buy something for myself, I am not able to be fully kind and loving towards other people. So treat yourself, be kind to yourself, make that environment inside of you a good place to live in. You are the person that lives with you your whole life. You're the only person that will be there with you from your birth to your death. So you have to make sure that you feel good in your skin, that you are loving towards yourself, and that you can give appreciation to yourself. I started doing this through affirmations, and I remember the first time I was writing positive affirmations, I was crying because I did not believe what I was actually writing. I did not believe I am beautiful, I am smart, I am enough, I am funny. I did not believe those things, and it made me cry because that was against my beliefs. But at some point in your life, you have to get comfortable with who you are. So yeah, be kind to yourself and love yourself and treat yourself from time to time, and you'll be a lot more happy. And last but not least, treat other people. It's actually scientifically proven that if you help other people, it makes you happier. So the moment you feel okay within yourself and you know that your tank is full, you can start giving it away. And you can start spreading your joy, kindness, you can help people out, you can give your time and attention to people in need, and it's going to make you feel so good and so positive and so happy. And I definitely do recommend helping other people because it's going to make a huge positive impact on your life. So that is it for my video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find my tips helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!